Hello everyone, it's Techno here. Today I'm going to show you the easiest method of finding and catching the Bolt Strike Pokemon Thundurus in Pokemon White version. Now Thundurus is a White version exclusive, and that means you cannot find Thundurus in Pokemon Black. When can I catch this Pokemon? You can catch this Pokemon once you get your 8th badge and pass through the gate into Route 10 from Paralyzing City. I recommend beating the main game first, however, and seeing the credits roll at least one time, as this gives you access to a few more tools. The setup. To catch this Pokemon, first we need to prepare. There's a long list of things we can do first to really isolate this and make this quick and simple. Make sure you have a Pokemon above level 50 in your party, and a Pokemon that can help you fly across Unova. Fly over to Paralyzing City, and go inside the Pokemon Center and buy the following. From the sales clerk on the top first, you can speak to him and purchase 20 Ultra Balls. Then scroll to the bottom of his list, and then you can buy 30 Max Repels. Now go to the other sales clerk and buy 30 Quick Balls. Next, fly over to Paralyzing City and go inside Chargestone Cave. Encounter any Pokemon here, it doesn't matter which one, and use your Quick Ball on it. Joltik, Ferocity, and Tynamo are all guaranteed captures with Quick Balls here. Once you do that, you can exit Chargestone Cave and head north into Route 7. When you enter Route 7, you should see a heavy thunderstorm kick in, one way worse than ever seen before in Pokemon. If you do not see a thunderstorm here, and you've already beaten the game, then that means you've already done this step, and you can just continue watching to the following step. Anyways, you'll want to proceed through Route 7 until you see this purple roofed house here. Once you see this, which it might be difficult to see because of the rain, cross across the wooden beams, and then find yourself at another beam by this backpacker. Continue across this beam here, or pass through the grass below, and you'll find a second purple roofed house. An elderly woman will come outside of the house and welcome you inside out of the rain. She'll give you some soup in here just to warm you up, which is very kind, and then she'll give you a massive lore dump on the Pokemon that you're looking for. Once she's finished talking, you can exit the house and you'll notice the rain is gone. Immediately, without you controlling anything, your character will walk to the right and will notice Thundurus swooping down from the sky, who will let out a mighty cracking roar. And the thunderstorm will return again, issuing a challenge of chase. Your character even notates this, which is something that doesn't happen very often in Pokemon. The Pokemon will fly away and the storm with it. Now, the chase is on. Well, not quite. We still have a couple other things to prepare for. Our next step is going to be in Striaton City. Once you're here, from the Pokemon Center, head to the right into the Dream Yard. Continue onward through this area, which you won't have access to unless you've beaten the game, to this staircase that leads you to the Dream Yard's basement. Now go ahead and pass through this very strange location, full of very skittish trainers, and reach the staircase in the bottom right-hand corner that takes you back to the surface level. Out here, you'll find some dark grass, and you're looking for the Pokemon Liepard, which has a 20% encounter rate. Once you find one, capture it, and then fly to Nimbasa City. Go inside the Pokemon Center and speak to the bottom sales clerk to buy the TM for Thunderwave. Now you can go up to the PC over here and choose either someone's PC or Amanita's PC, the first option, and then choose Move Pokemon. I want you to build your team order to be the exact same as mine. In your first position in your party, place the Liepard we just captured. 80% of the Liepard you catch in the Dream Yard will be faster than 100% of the Tornadus we encounter. Now, in your second position, put the low-level Pokemon we captured from Chargestone Cave. In the third position, place your high-level backup Pokemon. And in your fourth position, place your flying Pokemon if it isn't your backup. Locate the TM for Thunderwave in your bag and use it on your Liepard. It doesn't matter which move you forget. Just as long as this Liepard knows Thunderwave, then we're good. There's only one thing left for us to do. You can exit the Pokemon Center and save your game. Now, you could power down your DS or 3DS system settings and change the time to 1300 or 1 PM. Boot your game back up, and now we're finally ready to get ourselves this force of nature. The moment of truth. Alright, so it's finally time to hit the road. From the Pokemon Center, make your way up here and go to the left and pass through the green roofed gate that leads you into Route 5. You'll notice here on the bulletin board that it's going to mention there's an unusually strong storm, and it should be in Routes 5, 4, or 16. As you can see in my case right here, it's in Route 5. That's good. And that's because Tornadus travels across Unova in all the different routes, but because we changed the time to 1 PM, it will only be here in Routes 4, 5, and 16. That's why we did that. So, doesn't really matter what this sign says, actually. And the reason why is because each time you change location, which even exiting this gate counts as that, Thundurus changes location too. So because it says Route 5, which is on the other side of this gate, and I'm about to change locations, it's going to change Thundurus' location, and Thundurus is not here, and you can tell because it's not raining. So what we're going to do is go inside and come right back outside. Is there rain? No. So we go back in and go back out until we see the rain heavy storm like this. This is what we're looking for. So reminder, we have Liepard first in our party. You can go in the grass out here and look for Thundurus. Now you might not encounter Thundurus immediately, but if it is still pouring rain like this out here, then you will find Thundurus. It might stop raining, and if that's the case, you go back in the building and you come back out until you see it rain again. Now we've encountered Thundurus. If you have a Master Ball, chuck that bad boy. Throw it right now. Don't even bother with the rest of this video. Just throw that Master Ball right now. If you don't have a Master Ball, however, this is where it gets a little fun. So because of our Liepard here, like I mentioned, 80% of the Liepard we caught are faster than 100% of the Thundurus. We can use Thunder Wave, and as you can see, my Liepard is faster. So that paralyzes this Thundurus, and that's good. Now, Thundurus is immediately going to flee. And now it's gone, and so is the rainstorm. But that doesn't mean things are over yet. What we're going to do is go back into the tunnel, and you guessed it, we're just going to go right back out again. Is it raining? No. Go back in, come back out. Is it raining? Yes. Here we go. And now that we've paralyzed Thundurus, we're going to do something a little bit different. First, go ahead and spray your Max Repel. And I know that might sound like counterintuitive, but trust me, there's a reason why we're doing this. Next, you can go ahead and open up your party and switch the Pokemon that we caught from Chargestone Cave to the first position in your party. And lastly, go ahead and save your game. And that's because if we have a really rough time and we waste a lot of Quick Balls, waste a lot of Max Repels, and you still didn't get Thundurus, you can always just soft reset back to this point and get all that stuff back. It's kind of a cheesy way out. But with the Max Repel active in any Pokemon that's between the levels of 23 and 39 in the front of your party, you'll be able to guarantee your next encounter is going to be Thundurus. And here he is. And guess what? It's maintained its paralysis. In fact, it will maintain any damage you do to it, even though it's fled. So, we can, if you want, damage it a little bit more. It doesn't really make a whole lot of difference in the end of this. So, I just recommend immediately on turn 1, because this is technically turn 1 and paralyzed, which doesn't happen very often, throw a Quick Ball right away. And that's going to have a 7% chance of catching this Pokemon. 7% chance, it's pretty good, especially for a legendary. Turn 1 paralysis, Quick Ball. If it breaks out, it will flee, guaranteed. It's not going to attack your Pokemon. The rain might disappear, so you might have to go in and out again until you see it. Now, in my particular case, I had a Swarm in Route 5, so I was encountering Smeargle. So if you're encountering Smeargle, feel free to move this same process back over to Route 16. It's kind of the same thing anyways. You can go in and out over there and go into the grass and find it. But eventually you should be able to catch Thundurus with quite a few tries. I got mine within less than 10, but it might take longer for you. But, you know, luck's not always on your side. It's also worth mentioning, too, that if you KO Thundurus, and for some reason saved after that, if you go beat the Pokemon League once again, it will respawn and you can do this whole process over from the beginning. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's how you catch the Bolt Strike Pokemon Thundurus in Pokemon White only. If you're interested in more free-of-fluff video guides like this one, go ahead and click the playlist that's on screen now. I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, Techno's out.